day. Two teams relegated already. Two sets of fans disillusioned with what they've seen all season. But for both of these sides, there is personal pride at play. For the Saints, a determination to avoid being officially the worst side in Premier League history. For the Foxes, a fond farewell in these final two home games for their greatest ever player, Jamie Vardy, who, by the way, is 2 away from 200 for Leicester City.
I've looked down at Vardy and I thought, I'm feeling excited because I've got a real feeling he's going to score today. That's good.
Yeah, nice between Luke Thomas, who on the turn plays El Canoes down the left-hand side. The ball into Vardy! And that is exactly what the King Power crowd wanted to see. Their GOAT on the score sheet in his penultimate game here. It was lovely play down the left-hand side between Luke Thomas and Bilal El Canoes. His low cross smashed in first time by Jamie Vardy, and that is number 199 for the Foxes and for their GOAT. It's Leicester City 1, Southampton 0. It's Vardy. Direct free kick, 23 yards out. Ayew takes it, it hits the wall. Back out to Ayew once again. Oh. And that is a brilliant finish from Jordan Ayew. His free kick came back off the wall. He screamed for James Justin to leave it, hit it first time, low across the floor, and past Aaron Ramsdale into the back of the net. It's Leicester City 2, Southampton 0. For just the 5th time this Premier League season, Leicester City have won a game. They've beaten the league's bottom side, but this was no relegation dead rubber. Both sides desperate, first of all, to prove that they are not the worst team in this division, and secondly, to show that they will be able to compete next season when these two sides will face off in the Championship. So a 2-0 win for the Foxes against, let's be frank, a pretty poor Southampton side. Couple of days on pipes, how do you reflect on the game?
Well, buzzing. Obviously, listen, it's been a real disappointing season, and yes, we have been relegated, but I spoke about this in commentary. You can still get small wins between now and the end of the season to set you up in a better position to start next year and, you know, have a little more hope, a little more inspiration around the place. And, you know, everyone, we're in this game because we want to win. So when you get a win like that against, you've already referenced it a few times, but it's got to be said, a particularly poor Southampton side, I thought. Especially when the second goal went in, they really threw in the towel. And it was nice for once for commentating on a game where you can sort of put down the other side instead of your own side. So, no, it was a good feeling. It was a really good feeling.
Yeah, like you said, sort of the little wins and maybe the little glimpses of hope for the future. Is it what the fans and maybe actually the players just needed, that sort of game? Whether it's against a poor Southampton side, you know, the cliche always can only beat what's in front of you. Did they need a game against a pretty terrible team?
I think so, yeah. And it has to be said as well, we didn't win the game just because Southampton were terrible. I thought we put some, you know, really nice stuff together. Some of the phases that we've seen were good. We defended well, I thought. And listen, they didn't have much to offer, but the phases that we did put together, for instance, the Vardy goal, the more I watch it, if you watch Jamie Vardy's movement, it's excellent. The build-up play down the left-hand side was brilliant. The link-up between El Canoes and Thomas was lovely. It's some of the, you know, one of the best phases that I've seen this year as produce. And then Vardy sort of sprinting, hair neck into the box, and then just stops. Clever movement, and then it's a difficult finish because the ball sort of bounces from the Canoes cross just in front of him, times it perfect. Brilliant way to get to 199. I'm just praying now that he does get to 200. I think he will.
Fingers crossed. Before we go any further, I need to give a shout out to a really nice bloke who came and spoke to me in the pub last night. I'm really sorry, I've forgotten your name. We did introduce ourselves, but we had a chat in the Pestle and Mortar pub, great pub in Hinckley. He said he's a fan of the show, but basically he's not been able to listen since about January because he said it's just been too tough given what's been happening on the pitch. And he's promised me he'll be back listening today because of the win.
I'd love to give him a shout out, but you forgot his name,
I
mate.
know, I'm really sorry, mate. If you are listening, which you said you would be, I'm so sorry. I'd had a couple of beers when we had this chat in the pub, hence why I've forgotten the name. But, you know, we can sort of have a bit of a, you know, me and him had a bit of a joke where he said, I just can't listen because of what it's been like. But actually,